strategy, then they can sit back, relax, and make money while they sleep. Now, I'm just going to do again a quick revision of how we do these processes, from sending your link to sending your funds to doing the activation and so forth, right? And as we are doing this, we will basically be doing the orientation of our app. Now, I come into my app. I am an existing member. I am already active. And I want to send my code to somebody. Where do I find that? I find that here on Invite Friends. So if you click Invite Friends, this is where you will have two options: the option for your invitation code and your URL. Copy both of these things and make sure they are always sitting and ready in your WhatsApp message somewhere so that you can share them with your friends or your peers or your acquaintances. Yeah? Right. Now, your friend, your family member, whoever you've shared this with has done the registration. If they are using Binance, okay? If they are using Binance, they have these options of depositing funds into Binance. It's either they can use our P2p trading platform. What is the P2p trading platform? This is where you have existing traders that are verified in Binance, either selling or wanting to buy. Okay, so this is like our marketplace where we buy and we sell to each other, okay, to our peers that are on Binance. So this is the first option that a person can use. If they come here, they must, of course, select the currency of their country so that Binance can then give them the options of people in their country that are selling. Okay, and then, of course, they select what they are wanting to buy. In our case, we want to buy USDT, and then you will see these are all the individuals that are currently selling. You select the one that you want, and once you've done your selection, you will have the various options of payment. You see, like this one is specified. He only accepts FNB e-wallets, whereas this one takes the bank transfer, right? So now once you select buy, it will then prompt you. It will give you, the seller will give you the instruction. These are my bank details. Please submit a full proof of payment, da, 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 da. And then they will transfer the USDT straight into your Binance wallet. So that's option number one. Option number two, you can try the credit and debit card option. Now, this does not work for all banks, and I don't know which bank it works for at the moment, but I know for a fact that FNB currently does not allow. I know Capitec does not allow, but Netbank, I know I've got a colleague of mine, Uwandi, I think he's on this call. He's tried it with Netbank Business. It works. So some banks may work, some might won't. So this is like basically just trying your luck. Now, if neither of these options appeal to you, then the only other option is to transfer crypto from your local wallet, okay, whichever local wallet you are using, where you would normally deposit your fiat currency to and do your conversion, you can then transfer that into Binance. Okay, now to do that, you would come here to wallet and you would say deposits, right? And then, of course, you would choose what are you depositing into your Binance wallet from wherever it is that you are depositing from. If I've got Ripple or I've got Tron in my altcoin trader, or I've got USDT, then that is the option that I will select so that I can then get my receiving address. And that receiving wallet address is what you would go and paste again in your local wallet where you would be doing a withdrawal. Now your funds are in Binance, but they are not in USDT. What do you now do to convert that to USDT? If you were sending yourself Bitcoin or Tron or Ripple or whatever, you will come here to trades. And then I'm only going to show you guys the easy option and you will go here to convert. Okay, so this is the simple option of you just swapping coins. And then of course you will choose, I am converting from to USDT. Boom, it will be done. You are ready to move. Okay, so that is for Binance. Now let's go into Huobi. I'm just going to log in first before I share my screen. Right, okay. So if you are using Huobi, guys, I will be very, very honest. I don't use Huobi. So I cannot tell you how reliable, you know, their P2P market is, but again, they also do have the option of you buying crypto directly through using various payment options, such as the cards and so forth. So you can try that. Alternatively, you can just transfer crypto again from your existing wallets. So you would just come here to balances. Now, if I go to balances, this is where I then have the option to deposits, okay? So this is where you would retrieve your wallet address. So you're gonna say deposits, and then of course you choose the coin that you're depositing. Let's just say you're getting Bitcoin from another wallet, and then it will give you the receiving address, which you would paste in your Luno, your altcoin, or your blockchain, or wherever it is that you are receiving your Bitcoin. Once it reflects, you come to trades and you basically just do an exchange. Né? So if I had Bitcoin in my wallet and I wanted to convert it to USDT, I would obviously have to select the relevant pair, USDT pair. Now it's already on Bitcoin. And then here, né, it must be on market order because I wanted to sell instantly, right? And then what am I doing? I am selling Bitcoin. If it's Ripple, you will choose XRP USDT or whichever coin that you want to sell. Then you choose sell. Now, how much of my Bitcoin am I selling? This is where I need to specify. Okay, if I want to convert all of it, I just select 100%, and then boom, I click sell, and funds will be exchanged to USDT. Done. Okay. So guys, that is now the first. So we've done the first step of where you find your link, and we've done the second step of how the person gets their funds onto their Binance or onto their Huobi. Now the third step is they must transfer the funds into Royal Queue because now we need to activate. So you come to Umine and then you go to assets. Remember, assets is our wallet. When you come to assets, what are you wanting from asset? You now want the address that you need to deposit your 100 or 122. So if I click deposit, there you have it. It gives me my wallet address that I will now go either to my Binance or to my Huobi and paste when I do a withdrawal from Binance or from Huobi. Okay. And then of course, once the funds are now reflecting in your Royal Queue, that new user will have the option here to activate. Okay, they will have the option to activate. Now there is something additional that has been added, which is selecting the location. So advise your new members before they activate, they must come here. You see that arrow? This will open up your profile. When it opens up the profile, they can then select the location before they activate. If their country does not appear, they must just select either. Okay. And then once they've done that, again, they click activate, confirm sponsor, activate, boom, done. Okay. So after we've activated, it's the API binding. We've done the API binding. Okay. I've shown you how to do the API binding. And then lastly, it's selecting the trading strategy. Okay. So I know I have some new members here. I've got Gracious and a few others. So This is what's left for you guys to do, because I know you've done the API finding. So we have something called a circle, right? What is circle? This is where we have our community of master traders, right? Remember, the objective is we don't want to do anything, Tina, with the trading or the selecting of coins. We want this to be fully automated. Now, the strategy that I am using, which I am happy with, and many others, is QQ Circle. So you search for QQ Circle. If you are doing this for the first time, it will ask you to apply to join. So you just click apply to join. And then the first thing you are going to do, please enter the chat. Why do you want to enter the chat? So that you are updated with anything that UQQ is posting. One of the things that he posts in the chat is a Telegram group that you can join. If you join the Telegram group, guys, you will not have to worry about the technical side of making changes or topping up and wanting to know how many pieces, because those are the types of questions QQ himself will attend to on his Telegram group. You've topped up your capital. Bongi, how many pieces should I add? Go and join QQ's group, okay? That's what he's there for. Remember, you are already paying him 1% of your profit, so use him. Right, now when you've joined the chat, what's the next thing? You come here, you click on this percentage, and then you must choose, okay, which exchange you are trading on. If you are trading on Binance, then it's fine, it's already selected. If you are trading on Huobi, then you are going to select Huobi so that it switches to Huobi, right? And then I'm just going to cancel. Né? So this is what you are going to see for the first time. You click sync strategy. Now it's asking me, how much is my first buy-in USDT? And then the number of strategies. So your USDT amount, your first buy-in is very important because it is dependent on the capital that you have. So if I know I only have $100 or less, I will always put here 10, because what am I saying? I am saying when the robot starts trading for me and it executes that first buy, those first coins that it buys, it must only buy to the value of $10. Why am I leaving a balance of $90? So that when the market dips, it can buy the dips. Okay, I must have enough money to buy the dips. Right. Pieces. What does piece mean? It basically means how many coins can you afford to trade? So remember, for every $100 to $150, we usually advise you only trade one piece, which is one coin. Now, obviously, the more capital you have, the more pieces you can trade. So in my Huobi, I have $250. So I'm going to put 10 USDT, but because I've got $250, that means I can trade 2 coins, and then I put 2 pieces. And then I just say sync strategy and we are done. From this point on, you can sit back, relax, and watch everything being done for you hands-free. Now, OQQ, in fact, with any master trader that you are following, you can just scroll down, guys, scroll down the chat, the news feed. I'm going to call this a news feed because the chat is different. You will see that almost every day QQ is updating us. He is posting on his new feed, anything that he feels is important that he needs to share with you. So just pay attention. The same way you wake up and you go check your Facebook. Wake up and check, what did QQ post today, on his news feed. There was a time where we all had to sync again, okay? Now, those of us that were following QQ, we knew that we had to resync because the app was being maintained. And again, here, look what he shared with us. A table that you can follow that will guide you, okay, as to what your first buy-in must be and what must the number of pieces be according to the capital that you might have. Now, you don't have to follow this to the T. Okay, just apply your mind and customize it to your capital. Obviously, if I have, I'm just going to make an example. If I have, I want to choose an amount that is not here. Okay, let's just say I have $1,200. Okay, now you see, Uguti, there isn't $1,200 here, right? But Aniti, I already know that for every 100 to 150, it's 10 USDT, one piece. So now apply your mind. If you're trading 1,200, it means you can do, 10 pieces and maybe 10 to 12 pieces. Sorry, 10 USDT buy-in, and you can do 10 to 12 pieces. So it's not going to fit, exactly to his table, but use this as a guide to fit it into your strategy. Okay, so the table does exist that you can just follow. So now let's just go through the other features that we have again in our app, right? So at this point, once you've done your sync strategy, you should be seeing your trades running. And where are these trades running? These trades are now running in your Binance or in your Huobi. Okay, so let's do a quick walk through our app. Revenue, what is under revenue? Your daily profits. Whenever your trades are closed in profits, this is where you will see your daily record of how much you have made. What is under transaction history? Every single buy, sell that has been executed by the robots. So there, I'm going to open up revenue. You can see for every single day that I have had any profits, there is a record of that. And if I click on today's amount, I can actually see the details of the trades that have been closed in profit for me. Okay. And then if I go to transaction history, this is basically just a record of all the trades that have been executed. Okay, and this is where you will see the specifics now for every trade closed, how much you made. Now, if we come to the bottom, before we actually come to the bottom, we have a little short course here that you can watch if you are a new member. In fact, I advise you to watch it as a new member. There's a nice video there that talks about the floating loss. When you see these reds, what do they mean? Okay, so watch some of these videos, guys. They are going to assist you with the basics. There's a user guide. So a lot of the questions that you are actually asking may already be answered here in the user guide or the help section. Okay, what are we going to find under quantitative? Okay, this is where, if you are basically wanting to customize some of the things within your running trades, you can do it. So if you click here on batch setting, this is where you get the options here. Let's say I wanted to cancel all my trades because I need my money. This is where I would come to sell my coins back to USDT. Or I simply just wanted to pause the robot for whatever reason, but I do not advise any of this, guys, because you don't want to interfere with the robots. Okay, so quantitative is going to give you that option, but also what you are going to see with quantitative is this figure here. This is basically telling you what your floating balance of USDT is. So you've got trades that are running, right? How much do you have left in USDT currently sitting in your wallet? Okay, and there at the top, you can select Binance and you can select Huobi to see both exchanges. Okay, and then circle, we've covered. This is where our master trader sits. And then we've got news. Now, remember, I said you must join the chats. Okay, this is where all the chats are happening. So there's QQ's chat, and this is where the robot is also sending you messages of the trades that it's executing. Okay, so I'm just going to open that up. This is where I'm seeing all my buys and sells, for both Huobi and Binance. And then, of course, if you want to speak to your sponsor, you just simply go here to my counselor. You signed up, but you don't know who you signed up under, or you are unable to reach them, just go to my counselor and send them a chat. Okay, so hey, Ntabi, Boom, I send Untabi a message, she's gonna receive it, and I reach out to her if I need any help. Now let's go to Umine. I'm going to start at the bottom and I'm going to make this very quick. System setting.
You always quickly go away before I respond to your messages.
Before the conversation starts. All right, so guys, system setting, it's straightforward. It's just system information, okay? So the only thing here that you can change is the theme mode, e-language, and then obviously your valuation mode. What is evaluation method? This is how I basically specify the currency I want all my earnings to be translated into. So we leave it as USD because we don't have some of the local currencies that we have in Africa. If you wanted to change e-language, this is where you would come. If your app is in Chinese, you're not understanding anything, just come here to language and select English. Theme mode, it's basically just how, like your phone, you have the option for night mode. If the white is hurting your eyesight, okay? Otherwise, you can just leave it on the normal day mode. Okay, so that's all under system setting. Security center. Now, this is important. If you are a new member, please make sure that you have set your transaction password. Otherwise, you will not be able to do any withdrawals, okay? So your transaction password, it's like your PIN, your bank PIN that you are setting for yourself for all the transactions that you need to do. And then, of course, if you wanted to get to change your password, this is where you would change it, okay? This next most important thing, guys, is this. When you are doing a withdrawal from the Royal Q app, you always have to go copy and paste the wallet address. So this is where you can actually store your wallet addresses, né? For all your crypto wallets that you withdraw USDT to. So if I open this, you will see I already have my Binance and Huobi wallet set. So you would basically come here to this plus sign, okay? And you click the add, and then you would paste your wallet address here. So you would go to your Binance, you would go to your Huobi, or whichever wallet that receives USDT TRC20. You retrieve the deposit address there, you come and you paste it here. And then wallet label, it's basically just giving your address and name. So I use the exchange that I'm using. So let's just say this was my blockchain wallet. I would just say blockchain and then save it, okay? And then confirm and save it. But most importantly, please note, it has to be a wallet address that receives USDT TRC20 network. Otherwise, your money will disappear into space. Okay, now we've done that. Royal Q feedback, what is that? This is our support, right? If you are having any issues on your app, you simply just come here and then you choose which category does it fall in under any of these. If you can't find it, you just select other and you speak to support and you type them a little message. Otherwise, we normally get updates from the app if there's anything that's being updated, okay? So this is where you will see like any breaking news, I'm gonna call it breaking news, okay? Any breaking news, it will be dated so that you know how relevant and how current it is, okay? So that's Royal Q feedback. That's where we speak to support. And then my synchronize, okay, share is your link, guys. Okay, I'm not going to open that, it's simply your link and your code. My synchronize strategy. Now let's just say I had already, set my synchronized strategy, but now I top up. Okay, please mute yourselves. I need to see who is.
Oh.
Okay, Lera, just stay muted, please. All right, so now I've topped up my balance. Né? I started trading with $2,000. Now my account is sitting on $5,000. What does that mean? That means I must now instruct the robot. Ukuthi, Aibo, I've got more money. Let's edit the first buy-in. Let's edit the number of coins that we are trading. So this is where you would come and basically cancel sync. And then you would sync again with your new settings that you have. Or if you wanted to just change AMA traders, this is where you would come and cancel. Then you go back to circle and you choose a new master trader. Okay, circle income does not apply to us because we are not master traders. Reward details is where you will see your network income. Guys, do not ask us. If Ubongi, she comes and she posts a screenshot like this, do not ask Ubongi, what was your starting capital? Because Bongi's answer will be, my startup capital was $100. Do you know why? Because I spent $100 to get a license from Royal Q to sell their app. These are not trading profits from your personal account. Whenever you see Uplu, okay, I see Kremele, let's memorize this. Whenever you see Uplu, what does that mean? That means these are affiliate earnings. It's income from the affiliate program, okay? Whenever you see yellow, whenever you see yellow, what does this mean? This is my personal trading account, okay? Yellow, personal trading account. Blue, it's recruiting. Let me just put it bluntly. Whenever you see blue, you must know Uguti is from the recruiting income, okay? Do not be confused by the name, by profits, okay? These are just earnings from the affiliates. So that is where you would see your income get daily. And then of course your team, it's just telling you your team numbers. How big is your team currently, your number of directs activated, your total team. Now, this is an app, guys. This is not a network marketing company. It's not an MLM company. So you are not going to see what you typically see in a network marketing back office, where I can zoom in, you know, and I see my downlines and whatnot. No, remember that with apps that we download from AMA Play stores, right? They have rules and regulations that they need to abide to protect their users' information. So the only thing that you will be able to see is the email address. Nakhona, you will only be able to see the first 3 letters of the email address. Okay. So that is just one of the things we need to be comfortable with. You know who has activated in your back office because we are obviously interacting with them. Transaction record, API binding, it's the same thing that we saw in the beginning. Assets, this is our wallet. This is where we see all incoming and outgoing money. Incoming from where it's either you have made a deposit yourself of your fuel fee, okay, and your activation fee. So if you are doing this for the first time, this is where you would see your 120 or your 100 here, okay? But if you are building, the money that will be coming in is from your trading profit share, your team quantification, direct quantification, and all the activations that you have done, direct or indirect. So this is where you will also see your daily income coming in. Or it's money coming out. Coming out how? I just want to see if I can find coming out because you are making profits and the robot is deducting their 20%. Remember that $20 fuel fee that you paid, what was that for? That was for the profit sharing, okay? How does the profit sharing work? Royal Q says you are going to keep 80% of your profits and then you pay 20% of your profits to me. And this 20% is used by Royal Q to keep up their business costs, running costs. So they take a 6% share and they maintain the app so that we are always happy and smiling. The balance of the 14% is paid back to the network. It's these greens that you are seeing, okay? So that's the strategy fee. The fuel fee. Okay. The strategy fee, it's that 1% that the master trader is charging you so that you can relax and he can make money for you. Okay. And then, of course, any withdrawals that you have done. Now, if you want to deposit, straightforward, you click deposit and you copy the address and you go and you paste it. If you are wanting to withdraw, again, you just simply click withdraw. Now, remember, we've already saved our wallet. So now we don't have to go copy from the exchange and come back here. We simply click on this little book. You see this little book there? That is where you will find all your saved addresses. You select the relevant one. You enter the amount that you are withdrawing. You can withdraw a minimum of $10 and then you proceed. You will be charged a $2 transaction fee if you are withdrawing to an external address. Otherwise, you can transfer funds between Royal Q wallets. So if I wanted to give Untabi some lunch money, you know, because she is my amazing sponsor who has led me to the promised land of crypto daily earnings, I can just simply go to transfer some money to her and there is no charge between internal transfers. Okay. So guys, that is it. And then of course, here we have Member Center. This is where you will find the compensation plan. The compensation plan is right at the tip of your app. Okay. And it's quite straightforward. You simply just slide to move from one rank to the other, but it will tell you for V1, in the white area, you are seeing the earnings of a V1. And here it is telling you what you need to advance to the next level. So we know that if I am a V1, I already qualify for 30% of my direct activations. Every time someone activates with $100, boom, $30 comes to me. Over and above that, I qualify for a 20% share from Royal Q's profit sharing that they have deducted, okay? And then if we slide, we see UV2, we know UV2, it's telling us right there, to be a V2, you need 3 V1s directly under you and a team of 20. Now, when I slide to V2, again, in the white, what am I seeing? The earnings of a V2. 40% direct commission, my profit sharing increases to 30%. Now, they haven't updated this because over and above that, you earn indirect, you get indirect commission of 10%. But again, it's telling you from V2 to the next rank, what do you need? You need 5 directly sponsored users, 3 V2s, and then of course a team of 100. Okay, so this is where you can find your compensation plan. And then of course, we do not really play with this. Okay, this is just if you want to open up more options of more volatile coins, if you are the one who is selecting your coins. Otherwise, you can just leave this switched off. And then of course, this is your profile. If you open this up, this is where you can edit your username. Right, guys, so that is our app.